Major. Damn, let's hope everybody is doing well. Let's hope everybody is doing well, man. Wow, we just woke up on some massive major breaking news, but yeah, wow, the people are still coming in. There's still this. Looks like the players are back, right? Looks like the players are back, but the major breaking news is about Benjamin Sesko. But looks like the players are back. Just waiting for more people just to join the show. But yo, looks like the players are back, and this is an interesting video. I want to show this video before we start. This is an interesting video. Diego Leon. So this is Diego Leon and Martinez. Martinez, Diego Leon. This is an interesting video, man. This is an interesting video. So this was Diego Leon and the players in Manchester. They're just doing some interacting with each other, bro. Interacting with each other. So this is an interesting video, man. This is an interesting video. So it looks like the players are just bonding and getting to know each other, man. That America tour was really good. It was genuinely great for bonding, but it's time for that breaking news, man. Breaking news for Manchester United. So David Ornstein coming out. Even Fabrizio Romano gave an update, but this breaking news is from David Ornstein. Apparently, Benjamin Sesko, this man has rejected Newcastle, right? So Newcastle, their bid was accepted, but looks like the player doesn't want to come, bro. Looks like the player doesn't want to come. So Benjamin Sesko, his bid was accepted. But hey, it's a crazy situation, man. So David Ornstein just coming out right now. Yeah, that's good, bro. That is good. Looks like he has rejected Newcastle. And let me just read the overall statement. Manchester United closing in on a deal to sign Benjamin Sesko. So this has just broken right this morning. So David Ornstein breaking this news right now. Apparently, the bid from Newcastle, it was accepted by RB Leipzig, but he doesn't want to go to Newcastle. He doesn't want to genuinely be part of Newcastle. And looks like the club to club negotiations have broken down between Newcastle and Benjamin Sesko just because the player doesn't want to go, right? So this is massive. This is massive. Yeah, but also Man United, no agreement between club to club negotiations, but the player wants to join. Newcastle have dropped out of the race. Let's also hear what Fabrizio had to say earlier on, but this is the breaking news right now.
Important to start today, guys, obviously from the Benjamin Sesko saga, because today's been an important day. It's been an important day because, as I told you in the previous video, Manchester United presented their official bid, their first official bid for Benjamin Sesko. Remember the situation 24 hours ago, let's say on Monday night. Red Bull Leipzig received the proposal from Newcastle for Benjamin Sesko. It was 80 million euros fixed, 10 million euros in advance. So that's the proposal from Newcastle. And then around the lunchtime on Tuesday, they received the proposal from Manchester United. Proposal worth, according to my information, 75 million euros plus 10 in advance, so 85, 5 less than Newcastle.
So he's just breaking down the overall bid, right? We know we made a bid yesterday, but the breaking news right now is that Newcastle have walked away. That is from David Ornstein. Obviously, Fabrizio Romano hasn't really updated us on this breaking news in this morning. So that's our David Ornstein exclusive, right? Newcastle, apparently they have walked away, right? Looks like the player has rejected them. The player has rejected Newcastle. So this is a massive massive breakthrough in the negotiations. So our bid, it might just be accepted because hey, these guys, Newcastle, their bid was accepted, but the player doesn't want to come. But our bid, still no information. I think by the end of today, we will have some information on whether this bid has been accepted or not. But yo, this is massive, massive, massive. And Fabrizio Romano also saying we had some negotiations of a Rasmus Hojlund swap deal, but that deal fell apart because Rasmus doesn't want to go. So we could have gotten Sesko cheaper with a Rasmus Hojlund, but then Rasmus, he's refused to go to them, right? So let's just hear this, man.
Well, it's important to say that after that, during the afternoon, during the evening, and during the night now, the contacts continue between all parties involved, but also between Manchester United and the agent of Benjamin Sesko. Manchester United sent their contract proposal to Sesko and his agent, and I can tell you tonight that the feeling internally at Manchester United is that Benjamin Sesko wants to go to Man United. Is that Benjamin Sesko wants to play at Old Trafford.
And we've known this, bro. We've known this. We've known that, okay, this guy wants to play. And that's why this massive breaking news from David Ornstein is really relevant, bro. He's rejected. This is major, bro. This is actually major. Credit to him. Benjamin Sesko, credit to you. And it looks like he's chosen a side. We were hearing fake news about, hey, Sesko has agreed to join both teams, but that's not the case, bro. That is not the case. Yesterday we were hearing fake news about yo Benjamin Sesko. He's agreed to join both guys, but Fabrizio, David Ornstein, they never said that, bro. And now David Ornstein has said that okay, yeah, the player has rejected Newcastle. Newcastle have been rejected. They're out of the question now, right? Their bid was accepted, but now they're out of the question. You're saying Rasmus needs to bounce or let go of the number 9 shirt. I think he will let go of the number 9 shirt, bro. But yeah, Rasmus, I think he has destroyed the deal a bit because having him and paying less for Sesko, it would have been better, bro. Including Rasmus and paying less for Sesko, it would have been better. But it is what it is. He doesn't want to go. He's rejected them. It would have been cheaper for us to get Sesko, no doubt about it. But it is what it is, man. It is what it is, man.
And this that Benjamin Sesko wants to wear Manchester United shirt. This is my United feeling after the meetings they had and the discussions they had in the recent hours. Now, let's wait for the situation because Red Bull Leipzig at the moment has still not accepted any bid as of tonight. And obviously, the timing is going to be very important in this story.
And this video was a few hours ago. So right now, David Ornstein did update. They accepted, RB Leipzig accepted the Newcastle bid, but the player rejected them. So it's just the Man United bid that's on the table, that is being analyzed. That is the final decision. The final decision is gonna be soon, bro. So I genuinely think our bid will be accepted. Personal terms with Sesko is no problem, no major problem. But bro, we're moving. We are moving. This just shows you how massive Man United are, bro. This just shows you how massive Man United are. Can you send your private jet? Hey, bro, I'm broke, bro. I don't really to get Sesko before lunchtime now, bro. I'm broke, bro. You gotta ask Sir Jim Ratcliffe for that. Sir Jim Ratcliffe, he's the man with private jets, bro. Like, hey, but Sesko, if we can get him by Friday, I think that's a realistic viewpoint because now Newcastle are out, dusted, out of the question, out of the negotiations. So Man United, if you can genuinely get this man before Friday, it's major, bro. It is massive. It is major. And credit to David Ornstein, man. He's the guy that broke this story. So looks like we're the only guys in the picture now. Looks like we're on the only guys in the picture now.
Still can't wait forever. Manchester United also don't have intention to get this deal done at the end of the window. Newcastle still hope for Benjamin Sesko to make a final decision as soon as possible.
So he made the decision, right? This video was a few hours ago, but the breaking news from David Ornstein is right now, less than an hour of that breaking news from David Ornstein. So this is major, bro. This is major. And let's just see. Let's just see. Is there, here we go, by Friday? We hope so, right? Because now it's just agreeing add-ons, things like that. I think that might be the thing that genuinely drags this on. Okay, the add-ons for Benjamin Sesko. We saw how long it took for Manchester United to negotiate the add-ons for Brian Mbeumo. So yes, Newcastle are out of the picture, but the negotiations might still take long, bro. We know how we are. We know how the new board are. They really love taking long with negotiations, bro. That's all I can say. The Brian Mbeumo deal was a perfect example of Man United taking so long with one deal. So it's just great to just genuinely see. And I know a lot of fans, they will be upset that, okay, Rasmus, he didn't want to be part of the deal. We could have gotten Sesko for much cheaper. People are quoting, we could have gotten Sesko for at least 40, bro. 40. So the tweet from David Ornstein. Let me show it. Let me show it right now, bro. Let me show it right now. So David Ornstein genuinely coming out. Let me show it right now, bro. Let me show it right now. So this is David Ornstein. A few, I would say, let me send it. Yeah, this is David Ornstein, bro. This is David Ornstein. 9 minutes ago. A few minutes ago, bro. So this is the David Ornstein tweet. He's coming out. Wait, I don't know why it takes so long for my thing to process. Okay, here it is. Here it is. So this is the David Ornstein tweet. Let me show it right here, bro. So this is the David Ornstein tweet, right? So this is it right here. So he just genuinely said Manchester United closing in on a deal to sign Benjamin Sesko from RB Leipzig. RB Leipzig accepted the 82.5 million pound bid. So it was 82.5 plus 2.5 million add-ons from Newcastle United, but the 22-year-old wants Manchester United. So if you actually click his link there, it goes in on the detail and says he rejected Newcastle, right? So David Ornstein, we know he's a reporter. He does links. He also did a vlog about this, a more detailed vlog where he explains that, okay, the player rejected Newcastle. So you're saying we don't need to take long. Yeah, and we shouldn't take long. We shouldn't genuinely take long. So he went on to say no club to club agreement yet, but talks advanced towards a conclusion. So looks like they might be a conclusion soon, bro. They might be a conclusion soon. But yeah, Fabrizio as well. He did
today, guys, obviously from the
he did go on to say about why Rasmus actually rejected these guys, man. So Rasmus, where is it? Yeah, it's here.
is open to making the move. Over the evening, Man United started feeling. We feel that Benjamin Sesko wants to be a Manchester United player, only a Manchester United player. And so we are about to enter into another crucial moment of this saga with Manchester United and Newcastle waiting for the final official answer from.
So Newcastle have already received their answer. They're out. They're out of the question, bro.
But if Man United sign a top striker like Sesko, Hojlund can still leave the club. Hojlund was talking like that. I told you several times.
So this is about Hojlund. So Fabrizio breaking it down that if Sesko does come, Hojlund is gone, right? So Hojlund most likely gonna leave.
For one reason, no one from Man United told Hojlund, you have to go, you have to leave. But obviously, if a top striker like Benjamin Sesko joins Manchester United, for Hojlund could be time to go and leave the club. Don't forget the interest from Italy, especially from AC Milan, who are looking for a striker. At the moment, financially, is still considered too expensive. Is not the only option because Milan are also considering a move for Dusan Vlahovic, have been considering this move for weeks, but Rasmus Hojlund could be an option for them in case Man United open doors to his exit. But Hojlund remains a topic to watch for this window.
So with Rasmus, bro, looks like he still has options, right? He still has options in Italy. It would have been nice to include Hoyland in this deal, in this overall package, but it is what it is. The guy has rejected them, and yeah, we were gonna need him against Arsenal, though. That's the main thing, bro, because at least if you get this guy against Arsenal, he's ready, he's active. Of course, we do need a midfielder. We do need a situation where your midfield is covered, ready for that Premier League. But let's see, man. Let's see what genuinely goes on, because I know some fans will complain, okay, why is this deal taking so long? Why is this deal literally not really moving as fast as they want, right? Especially the midfield. The transfers for the midfield, it's not moving the way people want, right? By now, we should have at least had an idea of which midfielder we're going for. But there are really no realistic or reliable sources have come out to say, hey, Man United are going for this midfielder. This is the midfielder that's going to come. It's still speculation. It's still speculation on Douglas Luiz. That's still speculation. Obviously, a lot of fans, they do want Baleba, but no real journalist like a reliable guy like Fabrizio or David Ornstein have come out to say Man United are in for Baleba. Man United fans, we would have loved a guy like that, but no real negotiations genuinely going on. So, hey, this deal, bro, this deal, it is what it is. Uh, let's hope we have a massive conclusion from this, because Rasmus, we would love the guy to leave, to actually go, but looks like we have to wait for an AC Milan or maybe a Napoli bid. Most likely it's going to be a Serie A club. And with Hoyland, let's hope he does accept, bro. He needs to accept these terms and negotiations, because we're moving in the right direction, but we need to get rid of this guy, bro. We need to get rid of this guy, Rasmus Hoyland. It has been a crazy situation so far, man. It has been a crazy situation, but Fabrizio, credit to him.
Discussed the possibility to include Hojlund in the deal for Benjamin Sesko last week, but this is not possible. The player is not keen on the move, so that option collapsed immediately. And now Manchester United fully focused only on Sesko.
So we could have had the best of both worlds, right? Adding Hoyland into the deal, but the guy rejected it, bro. If Hoyland was part of the deal, we would have paid like 40 million, and then we have more money for a midfielder. I think that's what a lot of fans were shouting for. Okay, save some money for a midfielder, for a quality guy to come into the middle of the park. So Hoyland might have just disturbed that overall package, that overall negotiation. But let's see how this goes, bro. Because Benjamin Sesko, we need something to go on, and more reports. More reports. This is crazy, bro. Oh my god. Breaking news, man. Apparently, ex-Manchester United midfielder Scott McTominay has been nominated for the Ballon d'Or. We know the type of season McTominay has had for Napoli. So this guy, he's been nominated for the Ballon d'Or 2025. That's crazy, bro. That is crazy. So Scott McTominay nominated for the Ballon d'Or. This is massive, bro. I know it's not related to Manchester United, but this guy, he was at the Man United Academy. So Scott McTominay nominated for the Ballon d'Or. That's some massive news, bro. That's some massive news. But back to United, bro. Back to United. Let's hope we get this striker done and dusted. But yo, if McTominay gets like top 5 Ballon d'Or, that's crazy, bro. That is crazy. I think he's the first academy player to be nominated for a Ballon d'Or since who? Since David Beckham or something. So it's credit to Scott McTominay. So credit to yeah, amazing for Scott McTominay, bro. Amazing for Scott McTominay. He's the first academy player to be nominated for a Ballon d'Or since David Beckham. So that's major, bro. That's major. We have to realize that yo, Ronaldo, he was never an academy player. he won the Ballon d'Or for Man United, but he was never an academy player. So Scott McTominay, the first since David Beckham. Oh, and Paul Pogba. The first since Paul Pogba. Paul Pogba, he was also nominated for a Ballon d'Or. He was from the academy, so he's in great company, bro. So credit to Scott McTominay, man. He's been killing it in Serie A. Now you're being nominated for Ballon d'Ors. That's unbelievable, bro. That is that's unbelievable. But with United, can we get this deal over the line quickly? That's what a lot of fans are asking. Okay, this transfer, you need to get it over the line extremely quickly because there was a video I played earlier on of it just feels better, bro. It just feels better that Man United, we feel like I don't want to say it feels like a family. I don't want to say it feels like a family, but it feels like everybody's bonding, bro. It genuinely does feel like everybody's bonding. The way Ruben Amorim is talking about the club, the way we're all moving, it feels like everybody's together, bro. Right? New signings settling in well. Guys like Brian and Mbeumo, they're going to concerts like Drake together. The whole team went to that Drake concert, right? So it feels like we're bonding, bro, as a family, and I think that will reflect on the field. That togetherness, that happiness is gonna reflect, bro. These guys are bonding extremely well, bro, and we're seeing a change in Manchester United. At least the culture, of course, the hard work has to come, but at least you can see the smiles and people excited for this season, right? I think this is gonna be an amazing season. Of course, our last game we would have wanted a better performance, but it looks like the team is together, bro. It looks like the team is together. Manchester United. Let's see how we start moving. But yes, that's just a quick update, bro. A quick update on this whole situation. David Ornstein breaking the news. I hope we do get the player we want extremely fast, extremely soon. But let's see. Let's